The City of Phoenix has updated its ethics policy and adopted a new gift policy. These policies apply to elected officials, employees, boards and commission members, and volunteers. To help guide city employees through these changes, the city has published a new employee and volunteer ethics handbook and a new AR 2.93 regarding employee gifts. This 5-minute video will highlight what's new and what city employees need to do next. As public servants, we are all responsible for making the right choices every day, whether we are on the clock or not. Here's Phoenix City Manager Ed Zerker.
Well, the important thing about the ethics policy is that people know they can trust city employees to be fair. And so it's guidance on how we demonstrate to people our good judgment and the fact that we're treating people fairly.
When residents trust in the city, that is when we are most effective. And that trust is built on the decisions we make each day. That's why we must never use our position at the city for improper personal gain. It's also important that our choices are in line with city policies and values. That means we must all think twice if we ever receive a gift from the public.
We shouldn't be receiving things from people that are going to be questioned, that we wouldn't want to see on the 6 o'clock news, that we would be embarrassed about.
For example, what if you receive tickets, a free dinner, prizes, gift cards? Is it okay to accept these things? It can be confusing. That's why the city has updated its employee gift policy, AR 2.93. The new policy outlines what to do if you receive a gift and if you need to report it. Bottom line, if the gift creates the appearance of undue influence or poses a conflict of interest, do not accept it. Here are a few examples. What if a vendor offers you Cardinals tickets or concert tickets? Can you keep them? No, employees may not accept entertainment or sports tickets under any circumstances unless attendance is within the course and scope of their job duties and has been approved by their supervisor. What if a member of the public offers you a tip? No, employees cannot accept tips. What if a vendor you work with offers to buy you lunch? It may seem harmless, but under most circumstances, when acting in the course and scope of your duties, you may not accept a one-on-one meal from someone outside the city.
The bottom line is if a gift is going to look like you owe somebody for giving you that gift, you shouldn't take it.
It's also important to remember that when employees accept a gift over $50, the employee may be required to file a disclosure statement with the city clerk. Employees should work with their department's ethics representative for guidance. Now to the new ethics handbook. It includes new sections with examples of whether gifts are proper or improper. It also covers proper gifts that may require disclosure and examples of conflicts of interest. In addition, the section on political activity has been updated. Here are some examples of situations that employees might find themselves in when it's important to have good judgment to avoid conflicts of interest. Let's say you're on an interview panel and your brother-in-law is one of the candidates. What should you do? You should not participate. Being directly involved in hiring a relative, partner, or significant other may violate state conflict of interest laws or city policies. Here's another scenario. Let's say you suspect that a coworker may be stealing at work. You're not sure and don't want to wrongfully accuse them. Should you say anything? Yes, trust your gut instinct, report it, and let the city follow up and look into it. Remember, the Integrity Hotline is in place if you want to report concerns of any kind, including those having to do with ethical decisions or gifts. Each department will have a trained ethics representative. For departments using the shared services model, your assigned HR officer will serve as your ethics representative. They will help employees through the process and determine if certain gifts pose a conflict of interest. They will also handle disputes, maintain records, and make recommendations to the city manager's office. Now, here's what Phoenix employees are required to do. After watching this video, most employees will need to go to phoenix.gov/ethics, then read the updated ethics handbook and the gift policy. But some employees, including some field staff with very limited access to a computer, will be notified by their department that they need to take part in an in-person training. Regardless of whether you read the material or go through the in-person training, everyone will need to log into eCRIS and electronically acknowledge that they have read the policies. The deadline is January 31st. If you have any questions about the new handbook, gift policy, or this process, contact your department's ethics representative.
This is protecting the reputation of the City of Phoenix. It's protecting individual employees because none of us wants to be called into question. So I have confidence in city employees that we do the right thing. But a lot of times there's gray areas, there's questions, and what these policies and rules do is give us guidance.